Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros, inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares, la cancha no tiene un solo pozo, el arco tiene 7 metros 20 por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No hago.
Big up everyone that's locked in. Big up. We're here. You know the vibes. Raise the standards. You know the vibes, bro. We got everyone here. Well, everyone's soon gonna come, hopefully. Nats, views, you man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Jalil, man. Always there. Black Crow. Hey, listen, we're happy days. I can't lie. Let's get straight into it. The game, bro. The game. I mean, we won the game. Great start to the season. Regardless if it's a trophy or not, we always should thrive to win. I think that's the idea of football. The football should be always thriving to win. I'll be honest. But we played well. You know what I'm saying? I was very impressed. Man City. As soon as I saw Man City's midfield, I was like, yeah, there's something there. You know what I'm saying? There's something there we can take today. You can't play with those both in that midfield and not us opening you up, especially we've got Skelly. What a pass, bro. Absolute madness, bro. But overall, bro, really happy with the result. And you know what I'm saying? Hopefully we retain the title. You get me? But is the business that we're doing in the transfer doing well? Not really, but we'll get into that, innit? Nats, what are you saying, bro? What was your thoughts on the game?
Do you know what? I wasn't like confident at all going into it because I was thinking how we were playing at pre-season or in pre-season rather. It's not about the result so much during the pre-season. It's about the performance, and the performance, weren't good. I mean, even against Girona, like we played well in parts, but it wasn't a complete performance. Now, granted, it's the first game of pre-season, since World Cup and all of that. Look, I hear it. But what we saw against City, Miles Lewis-Skelly, right in the pocket. Do you know what I'm saying?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen that often, Nats.
The Sweet Prince, bruv. How many times have I been saying? I've been saying it on, what is it, Gianni's channel. Was it last stream? I think it was like a couple of days ago. Big up Gianni, innit? I've been saying for ages, he's not a defender, bruv. He's not a midfielder unless you put him left mid in a 4-4-2, but you don't even see that anymore. For me, he plays left forward or striker, especially in the 2, He's not a left back, but I accept that we're going to see him at left back as long as he's fit. Do you know what I'm saying? Playing wherever he wants, and then the left centre back's got to do.
But his movement's great, isn't it? Like going forward, his movement's good.
Yeah,
compared to going back, which is weird because he's a centre back. I don't get
exactly. He's a good footballer. I mean, Zubimendi's a pretty good footballer, but again, Zubimendi is more like the Granit Xhaka mold, just slightly shorter and more mobile, isn't it? Going that way, it's calm, innit? Going back the other way, it's calamity, bruv. Like. It is what it is. Like, for me, we really played well. Odegaard was shocking in the first half, but second half, you know, it was rolling back the years, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like prime time 22, 23 with Odegaard. But again, the same old added question is, can he do it on a consistent basis? I'm still not convinced. Yeah. We got Havertz. People can say, oh, but he scored. But that was horrific goalkeeping from Donnarumma. It was right at him. And he's meant to be the shot stopper. He's Italy's number one, bruv. Even I could save that, bruv. Like it is what it is. But Havertz, you know, kind of same old, you know, shit. I was really impressed with Solis. He was my man of the match. Yeah. Like he started okay, but the longer the game went on, he got so much better. Ben White started poorly, but got a lot better.
Do you think Solis is that kind of player that maybe, hopefully, gives us like a 7 out of 10 every game? I know maybe you can't, but so you can rely on him sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Where you can find him there. I still want a marquee. I'll be honest. I still want a star, but he does a job, innit? He gets the GA regardless of him playing well or not, innit? Because sometimes he didn't even play well, but he got an assist or a goal. You know what I'm saying?
He's Mr. Consistent, Rashid. Remember when we had
like that,
Nacho Monreal? The only difference is he's playing left wing rather than left back or left wing back, as this manager's been known to doing this whole time. But yeah, like Mr. Consistent, man.
I think that's enough, Nat. 7 out of 10. Do you think that's enough? 7 out of 10.
If he's the only one, like what I call like the steady Eddie kind of players, no, because you need, if you're going to go the steady Eddie route, that they track back, and let's be honest, Solis has tracked back more since we've signed him in the space of a month, basically, than we've seen Madueke since he's been here, and probably even in his Chelsea dates and all that. I'll get to him in a sec, but like with Solis, like it'll be more interesting to see what he does tomorrow. First game, proper. This is when the season really starts. Home against Coventry. Like, there's no excuses. And I remember when he used to play for Norwich. Like, that. Well, it seems like a while ago now. But I think if he keeps doing what he's doing and just, like, improves on what he's got and, you know, cuts out the unnecessary shit, you know, like, I think he'll be pretty good. I mean, our defence wasn't really tested that much. A couple of chances. You know, David Raya, again, for me, David Raya is world class. But I said that towards the end of the season. I think he's 1 or 2 levels away from being elite. And I never... Look, you know me, guys. I never thought I'd be saying that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I've always rated David Raya, but I never thought he was that good. But the problem with that is we bought Meslier 30 grand a week, could hardly play for Leeds, and we still got Kepa here. Yeah, Kepa needs to go. From what I'm aware of, we still haven't let Setford go out on loan yet. If we're not going to loan out Setford, make him the number 2, and then Meslier becomes the third choice. But again, why did we even buy him then if he's going to end up being third choice regardless? We might as well have kept Carl Hine as well, him and Setford, and then you've got David Raya. 2 young goalkeepers that can learn from David Raya. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, bit of competition, etc., etc. I thought Mosquera did pretty. Yeah, it was Mosquera at the start. Yeah, I think Mosquera did pretty well. Gabriel doing the usual shit, like Haaland hardly got a sniff. And then Bruno G. I think Bruno G was all right, a little bit sloppy here and there, but again, World Cup, long season and all of that. Came off at half-time. I think it's, well, initially I thought it was precautionary, but we'll have to wait and see. And but yeah, the only real negative is Noddy goddamn Madueke, bruv. The brave little toaster, bruv. Like, that guy is fucking useless, bruv. He is I don't think I've seen a worse Arsenal signing. He's one of the worst Premier League signings. If it wasn't for Garnachas and Gittins, bro, he'd be right up there. And the fact that he played damn near every single game for England, you know, Tommy Tooks is on forward watch, in it as well. So it's like, for me, I don't care if you're the biggest Arteta supporter, you know, waving the flag, you know, being proven right, at least for now, you know, when it comes to the league title. But even then, like, I'll digress on that point. You cannot defend Noni Madueke. You can defend Arteta now. You can't defend Madueke, bro. There is nothing there. He don't track back. He don't get GA. His footballing IQ is shocking. Yeah? No fundamentals in the gutter, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Can't control a ball to save his life. If someone dropped a ball 5-10 meters high, yeah, 150k a week, life or death, you think he's controlling that? He's gone, bruv. He's gone. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and we've all played like power league goals and all of that, in goal, outfield, wherever you play. Yeah, we've all got a better first touch than Madueke. I'm not even exaggerating, bruv. I don't think I've seen a worse footballer with a worse first touch, dribbling. The only thing he didn't do on Sunday was run the ball out of play. That's the only thing he didn't do. And people can talk about, oh, he did that nice little drag back flick to Ben White overlapping. Okay, one thing. Just like you praised him for that goal against Club Brugge. And look, fair play, it was a great goal, but that's all he done last season. Why do we do this with our players where they do one good thing in a game or in the whole season,
know why.
And then they just get a pass for the rest of, not even the rest of the season, for the rest of the time that they're here? No other club does this. Not even fucking Barnet or Bourne would do that shit, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But again, that's why I'm here. That's why we're all here. Respectfully, yeah? Standards FC. Because that's what got us over the line. Not trust the process. It was Standards FC. And
that's the show. That's the show, people. Raise the standards. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. Angie, big up to you, my boy. Tats as well. Big up. Big up Inconsistino. Yep, I wish Saliba wasn't injured. That's a story for later, isn't it? But views. What are you telling me, bro? It's been a long time. You know, what are you telling me about that game, bro? What was your thoughts?
Yeah, it was good in parts. I think obviously Arsenal's just doing what they usually do, very reactionary. You know, we need to see, but it shows you that, you know, good football can be played. But I still feel like everyone's calling it, you're either calling it a trophy or saying it's the first game of the season. I don't feel like that. Whether you look at Man City and say it's never a friendly, I suppose there's that. But, you know, they were bad as well. We was all right. The biggest thing is like, obviously, you can see the team can do it. So let's see if they do it. Because what we saw in pre-season before that was pretty diabolical. Do you know what I mean? Pretty diabolical, man. No new patterns of play, nothing like that. And then it just looked like against City, you know, Arsenal was really, really up for it for whatever reason. Maybe because they believe it's a trophy as well. I don't know. Definitely not for me. Do you know what I mean? It's a dinner plate. But it was good to see because the rest of the preseason was rubbish to watch. It was the same last year. Rubbish to watch. We lost to Spurs. It was just like, you know, they're not playing for Gyökeres. It doesn't look like anything's changed. So it'll be interesting. Obviously, there was good passage of play in the game. Gyökeres didn't start. So maybe people are looking to that and like Havertz should start, you know, this, that, and the third. I've been hearing all of it. Gyökeres disrespect, swapping him here, doing this, doing that. You know, even from rivals, they're saying, you know, he wasn't really part and parcel of us winning the title. He was our top scorer. Like those two things, how does that even make sense? Do you know what I mean? But anyway, there's that, and we don't look like we're doing anything new for him when he came on. And Bruno Guimaraes, man, as you said, he was all right. He weren't great, but the biggest takeout from that for me is that he's already got an ice pack on his leg. Do you know what I mean? He weren't in training today.
Would you start him, views? Can't you see like he's a little bit, not to cut you off, but like, can't you see he's a little bit rusty? What's going on? Would you start him? I mean, Skelly's been balling a lie.
Yeah, you wouldn't start him just purely because of that, really. But I mean, that's another thing we're gonna see from Arteta. Is he gonna do competent things like, oh, he's had an ice pack, maybe he shouldn't start the next game? That's competency. Is he gonna do that? Well, we've never seen that before. So until he actually does it, we can judge it then. You know, not even a proper competitive game, and we're picking up an injury. Let me say he's out for 8 weeks. So
that happened with Timber. That happened with Timber as well.
Happened with Moreno. You know, Calafiori's missed the glass ever since he got him. You know, Moreno done training, broke his shoulder. It's a well-known thing that our training's a little bit more than training. It's like, you know what I mean, fully bleep test. I was talking to Jamie Phillips the other day, Liverpool fan, and he was saying, you know, Slots, he's someone that really cares about injuries and fatigue, so their training wasn't very tough at all. It was almost like non-competitive training, so that's probably why they lost like 20 games that season, because they weren't really training in between. It was just like trying to conserve the team. Arteta don't do that. You know, even if you're injured, he still expects you to be part of training. So we're going to have to see if he's changed his ways. I don't think he'll start. People are saying he's out for 8 weeks. I didn't know that. I didn't think he would start anyway, from I heard that he weren't seen in training. So again, you know, the first, like, he's our marquee signing. We ain't signed anyone bigger than him. And in the
You think we will?
I don't think we will. No, I don't think we will. After Konza, I think that would be it. Because, you know, if you really was in for Vinicius, why have you not pivoted for somebody else if you had that type of money? Then we got linked with Osherman, but people were stupid if they believed it because it weren't from Ornstein or Fabrizio. So you just believe in whatever goes in the paper. But even still, if there was truth to that, if you had the money for Vinicius, why haven't you got the money for Osherman? It don't make no sense. So I don't believe that. I don't believe we was ever in for those players. I just believe it was a good bit of PR that they could jump on the back of, while everyone's moaning about how slow our transfer window's been and how underwhelming it's been as well. Because at the end of the day, whether you like Solis or not, it's underwhelming, bro. We've lost Trossard. We know what we get with him. Right now, all we can do is try and anticipate what you're going to get with Solis. It's an unknown. It weren't an unknown with Madueke. We knew we were shit before he came because we had time.
What do you think of Solis' views?
I think he's all right. I can't really judge it at the moment. Let's judge it let's judge it tomorrow, because that's when the season really starts. People say, yeah, the curtain raiser, the community shield, but for me, it's like, man, it's good to win it, like you said. It's good to do that. You know, have everyone in good spirits, but we'll see. I think he'll do all right, but I can't sit there and say we've upgraded. It's like the season before when we had to get rid of Voldemort and bring Zubimendi in, and then everyone kept saying, "Oh, he's the replacement for Norgard," or not Norgard. I can't even remember who it was. Jorginho. And I'm saying, bro, shut up, man. He's not. It don't matter who he's come to replace. We've lost Jorginho and Partey, and we've gained Zubimendi and whoever it was. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So yeah, again, I feel like Solis, you can't really judge him yet, but you can't be excited yet either, but just because we just don't know. If you said that you watched him playing in Belgium, you're chatting shit. Like, let's be honest. You know what I mean?
Nobody watches that. Yeah, nobody watches.
No one has. Don't lie. Don't come on here and lie. No one has. So all you can do, just like with Gyökeres a lot of the time, is just watch the compilations. It looks all right, but we'll have to wait and see. He looks like he's adapting well, and if he can bring pre-season form into the new season, then maybe there'll be something to look into, but it's very underwhelming. This is what Arsenal do all the time, though. They dangle the prom queen. They were talking about McFrappe, Chinicius.
They did it with Rodrigo before last season. Rodrigo.
We ended up with Madueke. This is what Arsenal do. So when people keep saying, you're just so negative, no. Until the pattern changes, don't expect me to change. But the pattern did change. We won it. No, a broken clock can be right twice a day. You know, it's law of averages. If you fire at the target 10 times, you'll probably hit it once. It don't make you a shooter, bruv. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's be honest. And talking about injuries and how we're coming into the season, everyone's like, oh, you're just the same as last season views. Because I say what I see. If it looks wretched, I'm going to say it looks wretched, bro. We ain't got Timber. You know what I'm saying? Saliba's out for months, 4 or 5 months. Ben White, you can't put him in for more than 3 games. That's why
you like that Konsa deal?
Not for right back. Centre back, yeah, but he's also going to be used as a right back, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I don't like him at right back. I think he's a bit too clunky. But a centre back is all right. Centre back is all right. At this point, I just have to take, because there's been lots of things, guys, and I'll shut up in a minute, that I don't like about what's going on. Last season, when we got knocked out the Carabao and then beat up at the Etihad, that's when they came out and said this guy's safe no matter what. And he still played haram football until the end of the season. So all the people expected him to open up now. Why? He had no pressure last season, and that's how we finished the year, right? That was the first one and the second epiphany. Then this year, look at Mihail Ender's disrespect. Look at the disrespect that's going on in this fucking football club. I feel like I'm the only guy who made an upset video when I'm hearing about Ethan just getting offered around like a Jez, Miles Lewis-Skelly. What the fuck is man talking about? Only the season before that, he was telling us we saved ourselves 100 million. Now this season, you want to flog them? Are they gonna get minutes? Well, they should get minutes, because who we're flogging these men to keep who? Madaflake, Moreno. You understand? Odegaard. You see what I'm trying to say? Oh, are you fucking kidding me, bro? You know what I'm saying? Are you kidding me, bro? These man ain't little boys no more. They're like 19 each. This should be the year they feature. If they don't start, then they are going to get used when we get injuries because Arteta don't learn. So we are going to get injuries. We're coming into the season with injuries. Remember, they were telling us, right? Saka and Rice, they ain't going to be back for a good few weeks because of the World Cup. They've already featured. We ain't even started the year yet. Everyone can say the Community Shield's the opener, but it's not, bro. And they've already featured. Why do you think Saliba's not getting his surgery? Big up Hendo all the time. I'll shut up, I promise. Hendo always says to me, I had back surgery or I've had problems with the back. It's not always best to get it. But then how long are we going to leave it? Years and years. He already had problems with it back in March. Yeah, he went away injured. Then he injured it again in the World Cup. That's why his World Cup ended. Yeah, he's going to be out 4 or 5 months anyway. If you're confident that the surgery might actually do something this time, why just not let him have it? I'll tell you why. He's looking to rush him back as well. They're saying 4 or 5 months. Sorry, bro. Don't be surprised to see him by Christmas time. We're already seeing Declan Rice and Saka, and they was meant to have a rest. So defensive injury problems, the sale of the Highlanders. Bro, I'm not recognizing this. I'm actually I'm livid, bro. I can't lie to you. Just after we've won the title, right? So even if you ain't gonna go out and get loads of players, why the fuck did we not realize last season when we didn't have Ethan and he was like Spider-Man, no way home because there's no clause in the thing to bring him back. There's nothing we can do. So whose smart idea was that? Come on, whose smart idea was that? And then this season, you know what happens when Arteta don't like you no more? It's finished, bro. Done it to Tierney, he's done it to Oba, he's now doing it to Ethan, and even Miles Lewis-Skelly is having that disrespect. These are the guys, look at him, bro. He's better than Zubimendi now. Ethan Nwaneri is better than Odegaard now. Any of those guys, I'd rather play Miles Lewis-Skelly on the fucking wing than Madueke. Any of those guys are better than him, but we're going to keep Madueke and get rid of our Highlanders. And anyone who says pure profit, you're part of the problem as well. I'll end it there. Like, I'm livid, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Absolutely.
No, 100%. I hear that. Inconsistino saying, let me guess, Odegaard waiting the next for a hand on the shoulder injury. 26th minute. Can happen, bro. Can happen. Everyone's injured, bro. Everyone's a little bit injured until they are completely, bro. I believe that a lot of players in this team is already 50%. You know what I'm saying? 50%. They have hits here and there. DJ Crane, big up to you, my boy. Binks, big up everyone that's locked in. Big up DJ Crane saying 4-6 months, 2-4 months to match ready. 100%. I feel like he's gonna play, but a defensive problem, injury problem is. I mean, injury in general with this manager is a huge problem, But I'm seeing like even these, Berta. I'm not seeing enough from him. I'm not ready to turn. Because I know it's 1 year and it's very hard to clean this mess. But I'm giving him 1 more year. It's just what are you doing? Because we're looking at this, yeah? I know it's not just him, but Arsenal are open to sell Ethan and Skelly. Do you know what I'm saying? Either way, like you're looking at these players, we should not be selling them. Why, you may ask? Because you've got players that are worse than them. You know what I'm saying? That are shit and not worse, they're shit. And these players are talented. Why don't you sell these shit players for a price? It is what it is. You've got to take a loss. We've spent 1 billion and a bit. You've got to take a loss at some point. It is what it is. It's business in general, isn't it? Like anybody that has a small business will understand you. Sometimes you got to cut your losses. It is what it is. But we're looking to sell these 2 players, bro. One of my favorite players as well, like Lewis-Skelly. If he goes, it's a big problem because we already brought Bruno G. Bruno G's probably injured. Even if he survives 2 or 3 games, boom, he's down again. We need that Bruno G, Rice, Skelly in that midfield, bro. It's a good headache to have. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a good headache to have. Ethan, talented, going forward, scored a goal. He played well. Do you know what I'm saying? He played well in the preseason. So why are we selling him? Because he's the only cash cow. He's the only player that you can actually move in this squad. Because I know we rate our players, but I'm not seeing other teams rate them. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm not seeing other teams rate them. I'm not seeing anyone.
Are you watching my show? Because that's what I've been saying for fucking time, bro. That's what I've been saying for. Sorry to just come back in, but it's even just 1 or 2 fold. It's numerous things, bro. I've been saying for time. Oh, Shane, the rest of the world don't look at our players like Arsenal fans. I've been saying that for a minute now. That's why Saudi's buying up everyone except for our players. Why are they never banging down our door? If they were that good, at least Saudi would come in if anyone. Do you know what I'm trying to say? All we've had is some Turkish offers for Martinelli. He don't want to play in Turkey.
How much? How much, sir? Tell him how much views. 30, 30.
38 with add-ons or something stupid, bro. And people are trying to say we're going to get 70 million for him. So it's a number of reasons. Also because these are bad investments that Arteta's made, and does the club want to admit that? So we have to sell our products. Remember, last season they were our future. This season they're pure profit. How does that make sense? So we're gonna have to sacrifice these two for your bad investments previously. Not just that, your tapas angels. You spent the money. It's a bad investment. Rather than just admit it, you keep them like favorites. Tapas angels. Understand what I'm saying? That's the only reason they've been trying to shop our Haylenders like there's some Jezzes, but I can't believe it. I want to go and smack up everyone. Whoever co-signs this, everyone can go. I don't care if it's the Tea Lady, Bert, Arteta, hey, anyone, fuck off, bro. They can all go, bro. Are you kidding me?
Is it time to question him, views?
Bro,
is it time to question him?
Bro, it's like you said it, bro. He can't work miracles, but I expect competency. I'm not expecting miracles. Competency. Giving Trossard more money and extra no time, that's not competent. Letting Ethan go last season, no way home. Miles Morales, bro. You understand? That's not competent, bro. And then we're talking about shutting them to this year because not just because they're pure profit. This is where it's all gonna tie in because the rest of our players are shit. That's what the rest of the world thinks of them. But anyone would take Skelly and Ethan right now. And that's why as well. Not just because it's pure profit, because the rest of them are garbage, only liked by Mick Cotton. Hello, Ma. He's bringing in a new tapas angel, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He don't tap up the French league. He doesn't even use our kids. Let's be honest. He plays them 1 or 2 times to get the record, and then that's it. Anyone that looks like they got an independent thinker, we got to spork him up. Watch, bro. Watch. Yeah. Why did he do it to Miles Lewis? And I'll shut up on this and I'll let Nats come in. Just answer me this question. Why did he treat Miles Lewis Skelly like that last year? It came out that Ethan talked back to him or he was late for training or something. Then he kept him out for weeks. That's what he done to him. What did Miles Lewis Skelly do? Nothing came out. So what did he do? I'll tell you what he did. He was just there and he weren't Spanish, bro. Let's be honest. That's why. The moment we put him in, you saw a difference in the team, which we've all been calling for time. And I'll leave it there.
Nats.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like, I hear exactly what you're saying. He's like, this manager, right? Yeah. He is a certified bad bitch. He moves like a bad bitch, 100%. Yeah. As soon as you talk back, as not even
he's sassy
like that.
He's sassy like that. Yeah.
As soon as you even question, like you said, views. As soon as you question anything, whether it's reasonable or not, but more for than not, it is. He'll just ghost you, bruv. He'll do worse than what Pep's done, innit? He's done worse. What's Pep's done? Just leave you out the team for weeks on end. Yeah. Like with the whole Ethan situation, people talk about attitude and all of that. If they're that good, I want them to have an attitude. That helps the team.
Nats, why do you think we're going to sell Ethan and Skelly? Why do you think, in your opinion?
Well, because Garlic Breath said we should. I mean, to be honest, that motherfucker needs to go now. Now, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? What does he do? Because let's be honest, yeah, Vinay was dog shit. He was appalling. But Garlic is moving worse than him and Ivan Gazidis combined, bruv, at this rate. Because we slated Ivan Gazidis for the longest. And rightly so. But it's just like every CEO, it just gets worse and worse and worse. They say dumber and dumber shit. Yeah? It's not a coincidence. Pattern recognition 101. That's what I'm on, bruv. Like also what you said, views, like when it comes to breaking records for the hair lenders, Arteta will play them. But then when we need them, whether it's Ethan, whether it's Max Dowman, Miles Lewis Skelly, other than towards the end of last season, again, broken clock and all of that shit, he don't do it. Other than that one time, he don't do it. He's not a shooter, bruv. He's not a gun man. He's not a target man in that context. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? And
are you starting to question him better? Are you starting to question better? Like, what's your thoughts on better right now?
Rashid, no one is exempt from criticism, bruv. They're all paid employees, bruv. I've not been saying Andrea Mafioso, bad boy Berta, bruv. I've just been saying Berta or Andrea Berta, bruv. That's very telling. I look, even if you know, Berta is my favourite or whatever, or I have certain other players, like for example, a Max Dowman, Ethan, because all of us here, a lot of you guys in the chat and all that, big up to each and every one of you, yeah. We rate ballers, bruv, yeah. We rate Ethan, we rate Miles Lewis-Skelly, we rate Max Dowman, yeah. When Bukayo Saka's fully fit, he does do damage. Do you know what I'm saying? Martinelli was even doing it at one point, but he's not been doing it for the past few years. So it's time to go, bruv. I heard the Saudi links. Will it eventually transpire? I doubt it. I'm not getting my hopes up, because if Saudi didn't come for any of our players before, what's going to change now?
How much do you think we'll get for him, Martinelli?
Is elite. It's ridiculous.
How much do you think we'll get for him, Martinelli? Martinelli and Jesus are looking the most likely to leave, I think. Now, how much do you think we'll get for them? Because they're saying, no, I want to stay.
Oh, of course they want to stay. If I was on 250k plus,
with their retirement,
never mind a year. Look, if I was on 100k a year, bruv, yeah, I wouldn't be here right now. You see a totally different background. Totally different background. If I was on 100k a year, never mind a week, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying, bruv? It's just like, I wouldn't leave. Martinelli's doing, like, his agent obviously put out that that fucking post and all that. Do you know what I'm saying? Almost like a love letter or some weird shit. And I'm just like, stop chatting bollocks. You turned it down because you're not getting 180 grand a week anywhere else. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Jesus is similar, yeah? Because if I was Andre Berta, going back to the competency, bruv, he's only ripped up one contract since he's been here. That's, what is it, Tomiyasu, right?
Yeah.
Tomiyasu. Reece Nelson's got a year left on his contract. 100 grand a week. If we're not going to utilise him at all with injuries, I'm not even going to say without, because we've always got injuries. And again, that goes back to pre-season. It should be light training, maybe sort of medium light, standard. That's it. Nothing heavy, nothing hardcore, none of that shit. No heavy metal type shit. Just keep it light, keep it cash, innit? You know, it's going to be a long-ass fucking season. But no, what does this manager do? He does the same old shit. We got the go for it, guys. And then Bruno G gets injured. From what we're hearing. Like, what more can I say when it comes to that? But when it comes to this other shit, like, I've already said, Garlic needs to go. Andrea Berta, you know, if he keeps up with this shit, not ripping
but
up...
to play devil's advocate, yeah? To play devil's advocate, yeah? It's like, it's been like this forever, bro. We're talking about Oxlade-Chamberlain. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about Anelka being the second or third. Like, it's some... Do you know what I'm saying? It's been like this for the longest.
Yeah, I hear it. You're absolutely right. But I don't think... To be honest, the most we'll probably get for him is 40 mil. Because, again, like you said, it's been going on the whole time during the Emirates era. We don't sell well, bruv.
How are City and Chelsea selling? How the fuck are they selling? How are they getting...
Bruv. Wages. No other team in world football.
And we laugh at their players, Chelsea.
Barca and all of that. And even Barca have had stinkers. Barca's actually the perfect example, yeah? Huge club. They've made poor decisions, poor recruitment and all of that. But even then, they don't put their players on stupid wages that they can't get rid of them. That's the major difference, you know, when it comes to that. Whereas if you come to Arsenal, it's basically retirement FC, bro. If you're on 30 grand a week, no problem. We'll put you on 90. That's what we've done with Zolis. Meslier on 30 grand at Leeds, we'll bump it up to 40 or 50, bro. You could argue it's probably worse than when we bought Runnison in and he was on, 10 grand a week or something? 15, 20 grand a week at the time? Well, no, actually, it might have been on 30k. Runnison on 30 grand. Ridiculous, bruv. Ridiculous. Like Havertz, he was already on ridiculous high wages at Chelsea anyway. They were laughing when we got him, bruv. 240 to 280k. Odegaard, I think when we first got him, I think he was like on 60, 70 or 80k.
You know what's funny, Nats, yeah? You know what's funny, Nats? It's like we rate our players, but we laugh at Chelsea's players. We laugh at them. Do you know what I'm saying? We laugh at these players. Big up Oregon Goon, by the way. I'm questioning Berta's window. This is exactly what I mean by it. They get to sell these players even when they're at their worst. Like, we're talking about Garnacho. Reinders.
40 mil.
These are
40
just
mil for
how?
Garnacho. That
I was just
look,
telling you. I was just telling you,
What are
man.
you, what are you telling me, views?
There's so many different aspects. You can't listen. You think I didn't want to love Bert? Like when he was coming, I was calling him Montgomery Bert. He's gonna release the hounds because I thought there was really some power behind him. But you just come to be a yes man like everybody else. There's one common denominator, and it's Arteta, bro. It don't matter whether it's Garlic, Vinay, Bert, fucking Josh. It don't matter who's involved. Yeah, he stays, bro, and the fuck shit continues. Not only have we got bad talent ID, but we treat everyone. We got no pull either because we put them all on mercenary wages, and that's why we can't get rid of them. Because you got to look at it from the outside in. No one rates our players other than our fans. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, we can laugh at Chelsea fans only because we're Arsenal fans. You're laughing at Chelsea, but they can sell all their duds. We can't. So who's to laugh at what? So not only have we got bad talent ID, but we got no pull, and we're putting them all on mercenary wages, and then we overpay anyway. 65 million for Kai and 285 a week. So you basically assured that we're never going to get rid of him, bro. All these dead bodies in the attic, the police are coming. Arteta strapped to the heater. You stuck. So now you got to admit that you fucked up, and no one wants to admit that. Even Shane before, like me and him was getting a bit heated because him, Kenny Ken, and everyone else, they're saying, but look, no one understands. It's PSR, it's business. There's a couple of things with that. I understand what you're saying, but what's the solution? Don't tell us what the problem is because we know that already. I've been telling everyone for years that we've been bad with our money, with our talent ID. We've just been rubbish across the board. That's why we can't sell anyone, guys. That's why even Chelsea can sell Badi Ashile and fucking sell, who's the other guy they just shot to Como for more money than Trossard.
Oh, Chalobah. Yeah.
Chalobah for more money than Trossard. What? We just won the league. We just want champion. Why? Because our players are shit and only Arsenal fans love them. And Arteta, let's be honest, bro. Unless you're Magalhaes, Timber, Saka's broken now, Rice, there is players that we love. But the players that we want to get rid of are shit. They're bad investments. They're mercenaries. They've been put on too much money. So to get rid of all of those guys is to basically admit how bad Arteta's been with control of the reins. All of them, by the way. Yeah? I'll finish on this. Like I said, I want to like Burr. But if you just come here for new Hermes belts, get out with the rest of them guys. Because you've come here and I thought you was going to be a bad boy, that you're going to have the power to get rid of this goof. But you told us back in March, it don't matter what he does, he's staying. So the rug was pulled out from underneath me, and then I had the second epiphany. Hold on. So you just been backed in public after we lost the Carabao and just got pumped by City at the Etihad, where you thought we are going to lose the league. He just got back, been back publicly, and you still played haram until the rest of it, until from March to May, you still played like that. That was the second epiphany. I'm like, what is going on? I don't recognize my club. Then we get to this summer, and you're trying to sell the Highlanders. I feel like I'm done, guys. Honestly, I feel like. What is this? Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm saying whoever's involved, whoever's saying okay to this, you can all go, all of you, because none of you are football dons. None of them, just business dons. And I'm not an accountant. I'm not a stockholder. I'm a fan. Don't tell me about business.
But do you need to be views? Do you even need to be? I mean, you look at other teams.
Yeah, that's their job. Did they get paid hundreds of thousands to do their job? You're telling me there's no plan? Look at how we just come into the transfer window, guys. Where's the plan? Who was really the top target? It changed week to week. There was no plan. These men are winging it. You can't run a football club day by day, is what I'm trying to say. That's stupid to expect anyone to do that, right?
What, yeah.
100%. Big up Jam Boy, though, yeah? Big up Jam Boy.
Come into this window with no plan whatsoever. Like, mad. You've known Taliba's been injured since March. There you go.
Do you know what, V's? That's a great point, what you were saying about Andrea Berta, because we all saw that he was, when things got a bit rocky and all of that, he was on playing that 4D chess trying to get Arteta out. But as soon as Arteta won the league, it's almost like he's given up on that. And if you've given up on that, that would be fine as long as we're doing what we need to do behind the scenes.
But what's it really, Nats? It is, yeah. Just this. Sorry, not to cut you off. It's a question as well. Is it really? Because last season we got Gyökeres, but who was really in for Gyökeres? I think it was Juve and Milan. It wasn't a big deal. Like we could bully them.
Yeah, United.
It was good. It was good though.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like we beat off Barca or Real Madrid or do you know what I'm saying, or Bayern Munich. We beat off Juve, respectable team, but Eze, Who did we beat off? Tottenham, bro. Like, 17th, bro. Come on, man. You get me? Like,
I mean, for me, like I hear all of that, but big up Caps.
Was it
for the
really?
comment. Like it's like you can't blame Bert, but here's the thing, yeah. We can't be doing this, give it time for our favourites because the other side do it for theirs, because then we'd all end up being hypocrites, bro. Say what you want about me,
everyone.
but I'm not a hypocrite, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? If you ain't doing the business, yeah, you're getting called out. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're doing that bad, it's on side because, like you said, Views, Berta is looking like a yes man. Maybe he was from the jump. Do you know what I'm saying? And it, with everything that's transpired right here, right now, Fat Boy Slim settings, all roads are pointing to that thus far. Because how can you have a World Cup, other teams making signings, other teams selling players, and what are we doing? Just twiddling our thumbs and all of that. It makes no sense. And then you allow Richard Garlick breath and all of that shit to come out and say, well, Ethan and Mars Lewis Skelly, in other words, for the right price, we'll sell them, bruv. So there's no plan. Arteta doesn't trust the youth. Arteta's not even doing B-Tech Jose Mourinho, where it's just like win now, and everyone knows he's here to win now. Arteta was meant to be the project guy. But you're moving like Jose Mourinho when you're not that, and you play worse football than him, by the way, on top of that. So it's just like, what's going on with that?
Nats,
the cartel
here's a
board as
question.
well.
Here's a good question. Are Arsenal respected in the boardroom? I'll be honest with you, they're not.
No,
they're not.
no.
I think this is what I think happens when Arsenal call, for example, let's say Real Madrid, for Vinny. I'm saying, as soon as the phone rings, this is what I think. Like we are going against a lot. I know. Jamboy said United, but come on, bro. United aren't doing well right now. It's not like you beat United when they were at their peak. You're beating off team. We've been buying players that are Class B. You get me? We've been buying players that are Class B. So it's not even selling only. It's even buying to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not seeing those world-class players. You remember, Views? Do you remember when they told us when we get Champions League football, we'll get ballers, we'll get world-class players? Have you seen them? Like, have you seen a world-class player?
We don't do it. And this is why when everyone was creaming in their pants about Vinicius, I'm looking at my fan base and I'm saying, raw, are they all such soggy dudes, bro? Really? Like, did you even read the Ornstein tweet? He didn't commit to anything. We got played like a fiddle, bro. Anyone that's got any type of sense should have been able to see what's going on. They probably sat down. I'll tell you what, Arsenal's got the best PR in the world. They're like think tanks, bro. They're the best. They can jump on a PR situation like that. Not a transfer, but a PR situation like that. Yeah. And now that we just got turned down, no one's even talking about it. Why is no one even talking about a pivot? Because they weren't looking to spend that kind of money. So what I'm trying to tell you is, like, these man, what they do is they posture. Yeah, they posture.
How much do you think more money we have to spend, Views?
I don't know, bro. They're trying to class last year like that was a big spend, 250 in this market. That's not a big spend, brother. It's not. And then when everyone tells me last year, but we got 8 players, Views, yeah, but we let go of double figures. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So what's man talking about, bro? I don't just say these things because I'm upset all the time. I say these things because they're right. You can blame Bert, or you can blame all of them. They're all there. What are you gonna say? Oh, Burr's just sitting in the corner while one woman's getting beaten up by a brother, and what, Burr's all right? Oh no, it weren't me though. But you're right there. You're right there. You're not gonna get blind like that. And we have soggy fans, bro. They give all this empathy and stuff, bro. Like we've adopted anyone we sign, we adopt. Chelsea can get rid of Garnacho after 1 year because he's rubbish. Why haven't we done that with Madueke? Madueke is worse.
Sentiment FC. Sentiment FC.
Oh, whoa. Say it again, Views. You think Garnacho's better than Madueke?
Bro, facts. I'd rather Garnacho than Madueke. I don't see Garnacho running away without the ball, brother. He takes some bad shots, but I don't see that happening. I don't see him week in, week out running the ball off the pitch. You see, with Madueke, you could do Madueke bingo. Sit there with your card. Let's mark it off. Run out the pitch. Run away without the ball. Kicked it into Rose Z. What are we doing here, bro? We always give excuses for everyone. If it's only been here a year. If it's this guy, you can't blame no one. We can blame all of them. They're all rich. We are the peasants on the ground. They get paid handsomely to know what they're doing. We're not, like I said, are we getting run day by day? What's on the agenda today, boys? Like,
We live in the best countries. Interviews.
They get wages, bro. Are they being told, hold on, you didn't buy no one in January because you told us, oh, it's going to mess up our summer money. All right, cool. We're not going to pay you till summer then as well, because you're going to mess up our summer money as well. In a year when everyone's been going on like it's PSR year and it's this and it's, even if it is what, these man didn't know what year it was. So it's either you're lying to us or you're unprepared. And both of them is bad places to be for the fans. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's where I'm at. Everyone's to blame, bro. I wanted to like Berta so much, bro, but nothing's changed since you've been here. I gave you one little piece because Arteta didn't want Gyökeres or Eze. Maybe Burr got that across the line, but look what he does to his signings, sitting down on the big important games, only used because the other two guys were injured. Because Shane said it all the time. If them two were more fit, they would feature way more than the two players we just bought. The marquee players, by the way. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That's what's happening. So what power has Burr got? None. That's why everyone can just lift up. Whoever's okay in this, Skelly and Miles, everyone can go for that, bro. I'm sorry. I don't feel like you've got the best interest for Arsenal in your heart if you're okay to see those two Highlanders go, because no one breaks into our team other than Saka, and he's busted. That's it.
There you go.
100%. Biggs is saying, views speaking facts. 100%, bro. Caps, Noni hurts my eyes. Listen, this is the thing, yeah. The Semble's saying, in my opinion, Gyökeres as a Bruno will be coming off the bench by the end of the season. I think Bruno's a starter. I don't think Skelly's a starter. I'll be honest. Not as in I want him to start, but Arteta won't start him. I think Bruno G and Rice is the idea. And I don't think it'll work, but we'll see about that. That's the comment.
You know why it's not gonna work? Because Arteta he's such a fuckboy, bro. Because he's bought Bruno G, he's gonna pay him as a 6 and Rice in the 8. All you gotta do is turn that around. He's such an idiot, bro. Watch. Remember I said this to you, bro. Remember I said it. Watch what you've already seen it, bro. Where was Bruno paying for us? That didn't look like the 8.
Never learns, bro. Never learns.
Bro.
Never learns.
Square pegs and round holes. Square pegs and round holes. You know the Simpson just the monkey just hitting the things, bro. I'm telling you, but there's nothing between the ears, bro. He never learns. You just bought one of the league's best 8s. You just bought one of the league's best 8s. You're gonna play him as a 6. We've had 100 million for Rice, best 6. Play him as an 8.
And the only way Arteta changes is when the majority of the fan base get on his case. That tells you everything, bruv. Yeah. That tells you everything. Anything to keep this motherfucker in a job, bruv.
Nats, why do you think Arteta plays Rice as a number 8?
Rather than Burr, like puts him above Burr. Sorry, go on.
Why do you think Rice plays as a number 8? Why do you think Arteta plays him in that position?
Because Arteta sees Declan Rice as the all-rounder. Do you know what I'm saying? He sees him as like action man. Do you know what I'm saying? He really does. He sees him as action man, strong man. Like, Nats, was it Stretch Armstrong?
Nats, I don't even want to cut in. I'm gonna let you go. I promise. Yeah.
No, go for it.
No, I promise. Because it's just here right now.
It's all good, man.
He said to him that he said Nats, why does he play Declan Rice in the 8? I'm gonna tell you why. Because he thinks he's Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh.
The guy's a spastic. He thinks he's Bruno Guimaraes. Now we've got Bruno Guimaraes. You're gonna play Rice where Bruno Guimaraes should be. Sorry, I had to get that
idiot. No. You're spot on. You're spot on, bruv. This manager's backwards, bruv. Again, bad bitch energy, bad bitch behavior, bruv. And you have to call out bad behavior, and you got to punish it as well. You don't let I don't have kids yet, but if you got kids, and even I'll extend it to nieces and nephews, yeah, you don't let them just run and walk about doing mad things, and you just sitting in the corner, or you just standing there right next to a tree or wherever you're at, and say or do nothing about it, bro. This is what Arteta's doing, and Bert is that guy standing by the tree, by the way. Bert is that guy. And I hate saying this, but he's down the pecking order from Arteta. From what I've seen this summer, he's down the pecking order.
Agreed.
I would argue even Garlick's above him.
Agreed.
This is how ridiculous this is, And if it's not the fans, it's the Cronkies. But ultimately, we know the Cronkies ain't going to change. We know what they're on. Josh Kroenke's Monopoly Man Jr., bro. That's what he is, So then you look at the manager for what he does on the pitch, and the power that he's been given off the pitch. Garlick with that bullshit ass fucking retarded statement, yeah, about Miles Lewis Skelly and Ethan. Oh, we're willing to sell them. In other words, for the right price. Go figure. Go figure. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we've got Andrea Berta. We've not heard from him. We've not seen him do anything. Like at this point, he might as well be MIA, bruv. Ghost, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like this is absolutely. What is it going to take? Yeah, I'll tell you what it's going to take. Yeah, when it goes to Christmas, yeah, injuries piling up, yeah, injuries galore, and we're like fifth, maybe sixth, because we got a few losses at a bad time, and the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, City find their way, you know, to get above and beyond us. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe
Hey, that makes our way straight to the last
you know,
subject, Nats.
my bad.
Do you think we're ready after what you saw right now from the friendly games, even the Man City game including? Do you think we're ready? Or do you think we're ready for the season? I mean, we've got Coventry tomorrow. What are you saying, bro?
To be honest, yeah, and I'll keep this as short as I possibly can, yeah. We're only ready to slap up Coventry because Lampard is a fucking shit manager. When it comes to Villa, when it comes to Chelsea, yeah, like Villa's going to be the real test, yeah, and then Chelsea. To answer that question, like once we get past Coventry and we go to Villa, and then we come back for Chelsea, then we'll see Wagwan. But as far as I'm concerned,
why Villa?
We're not ready, bruv. We're not
why
ready.
Villa?
You saw what they did against PSG. No Rodgers, no Tielemans. Do you know what I'm saying? Watkins, for me personally, he's a pretty good player, but I think for me his best days are behind him. I know he's not that old, but you get what I'm saying, innit? Like he's not what he was.
The pace is gone. The pace is gone, innit? That
it is.
Well, not gone, but like
yeah. But like Villa made an incredible account for themselves in that Super Cup final. If that was us, I'm not convinced. But you know what? Like I just don't see. Even if we do play a bit more attacking, more consistently, it still won't be that. I think it. I've just got this idea, right? I have a feeling, yeah. I have a sense that we'll play more attacking football, but you'll get that defensive shithousery, skull thuggery, scumbag level football. It will be 50-50 Lamar settings. Do you know what I'm saying? It won't be fully free-flowing, total attacking football 22-23, but it will be kind of like a devolved. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially with Bruno G looking like he's not going to be playing against Coventry tomorrow. We've already got Timber, Saliba, Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka. Why the hell are they back so soon? You know, Ben White can't play more than 3 games. Calafiore can't play for more than 5 games, maybe at most if you push it. Do you know what I'm saying? We've got Odegaard, Mr. Inconsistent. But again, we've seen that throughout his tenure here. Like, I just don't see against the bigger and not just bigger, but better teams. You know, teams that have managers that are willing to rotate, rest, that actually have a plan, yeah? That actually have a duty of care and understand that to the fullest with their players, that can actually play their players in their fucking positions. Not doing Arteta, where it's just like, oh, I can fix him. Do you know what I'm saying? Captain Super Saver-ho type bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? Which is what he's been doing for the longest, yeah. Versatility, guys. Yeah, versatility, guys. No. I don't want versatility. I want specialists, bro. I want a specialist left back. We're not going to get it.
Nope.
I want a specialist right back. We don't have that now. I want a specialist number 6. But this fucking clown will play him at number 8. And then play the number 8 at number 6. I want an out number 10. We don't have that, bro. And the one that we do, he's not going to get regular games unless Odegaard gets injured or suspended. But we know he ain't going to get suspended because he ain't that kind of player. Havertz, we know he's going to start ahead of Gyökeres. Now people can talk about, but he's a better footballer. Gyökeres is there for one reason and one reason only: to score goals, and that's what he did in spite of this manager. Let's not forget that. I don't rate him technically, but if you score the goals, you know, we've seen countless strikers over the years not have the tech, but even have better fundamentals than Gyökeres and other strikers. Granted, I hear that, I accept that. But the premise is the same. Score the goals. If you're a striker, out and out striker, score the goals. Wingers, put them fucking balls in the box, bruv. Madueke don't do that.
Mhm.
He'd rather pass or shoot, which he can do neither. We saw
I
what
think
Martinelli
Solis-
was doing.
Solis will be good at that. Sorry, just
No, I agree with you. No, you're good, man. Zolis, I agree, will improve on that side. If Martinelli stays, we know what we're going to get with him. Head down. He's not only devolved, he's like eroded, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's gone so far back, he's crumbling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
fermented.
He's absolutely fermented. That's it. He's absolutely fermented. Arteta's that owner, yeah. Arteta is that restaurant owner in Kitchen Nightmares, bruv, when like the chicken is going like slimy and all of that shit, all the fruit and veg is molded, you got rat turds like on the sides, on the counters and all of that, the grease, the charcoal, black oil that's not been cleaned, well, the whole fucking like kitchen. That's what Arteta is. Arteta is a kitchen fucking nightmare. Do you know what I'm saying? The fridge is in disarray, cross-contamination, and Arteta has cross-contaminated this squad, bruv, with injuries and misprofiling of players. Oh, but we can't sell Madueke. We can't sell fucking whoever we bought last, Gyökeres or whoever, yeah, after 1 year. Well, we sold Norgard after a year. Why can't we, if we can't sell Madueke because he's on 150 bags a week, yeah, why don't we loan his Bomber Clark and then Enla Basura bin this pussy hole, bruv? Yeah? Because at this rate, yeah, if Arteta keeps doing what he's been doing, but just plays slightly better attacking football, again, to prolong his tenure and his power, similar to what Wenger did, but obviously Wenger at least believed in red zones. At least Wenger never rushed players back. At least Arsene Wenger, yeah, understood duty of care. And obviously he played better football, but again, that goes without saying, really and truly. But it's just like, I could see this season going incredibly well or incredibly wrong. Do you know what I'm
Define
saying?
incredibly wrong. Define it.
Incredibly wrong.
Yeah, define it to us. As in, tell us what is.
Incredibly wrong will be 8th. And that would be so ironic. It would be so cinematic if it went so shit because of all the diabolical decisions that the football club, with Arteta, of course, has made, that we go back to 8th, back once again and all of that shit, with the criminal behaviour.
The Renegade Master.
Renegade Master, default damager, power to the people as always. Do you know what I'm saying? But this time with the criminal behaviour, bro, because that's what Arsenal Football Club is doing. Kroenke, even Berta at this point, Garlic Breath and Arteta and that cartel board that David Dean was talking about. Big up to him, yeah, because it's about time they get exposed. But anyway, it's just like 8th, yeah, that's the worst case scenario for me, yeah. And then he might have a bit of pressure and start making the right decisions. Funny that, but in terms of incredibly well, back-to-back league titles because we were more consistent than everyone else. Similar to last season, but play a bit better football here and there. Maybe slightly better. Do you know what I'm saying? But we'll still miss out on the champs because obviously on paper, you know, especially according to Arsenal fans, yeah, that we're good enough to go one step further in the Champions League. At this point right now, I'm not convinced at all. I don't see it. I don't see it. But maybe we'll get to a final or maybe a semi-final. Like that will be an incredibly well season, and maybe win an FA Cup as well. Maybe win a double, back to back, or maybe a double. That would be incredibly well, regardless of where we're at in the champs. But incredibly shit. Back to 8th, back once again, and all of that with the criminal behaviour, and then maybe just Kroenke starts looking at it like Arteta's not my guy anymore. But if that don't happen, then it's not going to happen. As long as he's getting Champions League football, especially from here on out, after winning the league title, and I went it on
10 years.
Long may it to continue as far as they're concerned, didn't it? The show goes on, the show rolls on, and all that shit.
100%. I'm in views. Arsenal start their title defense tomorrow. What are you telling me, bro? What are we feeling?
Yeah, I just felt like we was in June. We started June. You could officially buy players, and no one wanted to buy any players. They told us we're in June. We was at the World Cup. They told us it's the World Cup. You know, no one's doing nothing when everyone was doing something. You know, then when the pressure got too much, they said we're gonna buy Vinny, even though they had no intention of buying Vinny, bro. And everyone just got their privates out and started going mad, right? ridiculous. So I don't know. I don't think we've made every effort to pose a real title defense. You know what I'm saying? Solis, you know, I like his attitude. I watched his interview. I like him as a person. He was really excited to be here, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? But
What's your thoughts on Veron Solis and that views?
like I said, I like his attitude. You know, even though I didn't
What is his bowling ability?
from what I've seen, he looks all right. There isn't too much to his game, but I prefer that. I don't want to see stepovers and stuff. Like, he's very direct. So, like I said, if he can carry that,
Do you think he doesn't have pressure like this? You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have any pressure like that comes with a big player.
Yeah, yes and no, because I know where you're going. Like, he can just come in under the radar and then obviously win everyone over, sort of thing. That's what I hope he does. However, because we haven't got a marquee player as well, there will be some people that look at that and say, we got this guy instead of Vinicius or whatever. So there'll be a little bit of pressure, but it won't be. So I know what you're trying to say, and I like what I see. I'm not going to jump out the pram. I've not seen enough. Did I know who he was before we bought him? No, I didn't. So I'm never gonna lie and say, "Oh my god!" But I can't be rash. It's like when we bought Mascara and Hincapi. I didn't know who they were. I couldn't be excited about it because I don't know who they are. Yeah, I knew who Madueke was when we bought him. That's why I was so upset. Do you know what I mean? And then just quickly, I see someone putting something about Timber in the chat. Right, this is why I feel like we're not ready for our title defense either, because only about a week ago they said he's going to be out for weeks. But yeah, Timber was seen in training, Rashid. He was seen in training. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, if he's not meant to be ready for weeks, you've messed up his World Cup. You know, you rushed him back to play some dead minutes in the Champions League. Didn't even need to do that, by the way. Yeah. And just recently they said he's going to be weeks away. Yeah, he's been seen today in training. So again, that's Arteta rushing these players back. So how do I feel like? I don't know. I don't feel like we've done enough. And let me just make this clear as well, right? I wasn't expecting 5-6 players, bro. I was expecting 3 players, top players, and maybe a loan. Okay. Right? 3 players and a loan, only because I know how long the season is, right? But watch, I'll give everyone a little challenge as well. Watch Enzo. Say what you like about Enzo Maresca. If you watch Man City this season, I promise you he's going to be rotating the team from the start of the season. Something that Arteta cannot do, right? That's why I want 3 big players and maybe a loan, whether that's a youngster that's got promise or someone like, we've lost out now, but you know, like a Marco Asensio, someone that could come in and just hold it down for a season. You know, Palini has just went to Benfica. We saw what he did when he come in for Spurs. Can't save the whole thing, but that's what I'm trying to get at. So I weren't asking for miracles, bro, but I was asking, so if we're only going to get 3 players, they can't be Solis, Meslier, and whoever. I'm not going to say Bruno because we all know who he is, but you understand what I'm trying to say. It should have been Bruno, you know, maybe even a Barcola. I don't know, just that kind of name, because they're not just coming to help the team. There's not too many that they're going to mess up the team, but there's enough that they're going to carry the workload. You know what I mean? Because now we've only got Solis on the left. So while there be some people saying we don't know about him, we can't put pressure on, there'll be others that look at it, well, he's our left winger. That's who they signed, especially if you don't start playing well. So it kind of, so I'm just feeling a little bit like, I hope I'm wrong. I hope, like I said, I was watching preseason, we were dead. We played the Community Shield game, we was a lot better. But we done that last season. That was our anomaly performance. Remember me talking about it. We have a one good performance, and then the ones after that tend to usually fall off. It nearly happened at the back end of last season. Nearly, but we managed to hold it out. So I don't know, man. I purely don't feel we're ready to defend, because the club hasn't made me feel that way. And the club's just doing so many things that pissing me off right now. My head's just gone. Talking about Highlanders, garlic breath, talking about we ain't standing still, and we are standing still because where's the marquee player? You know. And I'll end this with the Vinicius thing. That's why I never believed nothing was going to happen. You can't have money for Vinicius but no money for Osimhen. Everyone's been spun a lie. Do you know what I mean? That should be the market we do look in. Big up to Karma. Everyone keeps saying, oh, but we're ambitious just to be linked with him. No, it ain't, bro. You're not ambitious for seeing a good-looking girl and saying, yeah, she's buff. You're ambitious for going to tap her on the shoulder. Just what I'm trying to say. Right. So that's not ambition, bro. It was a PR stunt that worked well. Big up to Rock Nation. Maybe they need to come in and manage our club, because they can get things done, innit? And the people
they'll even make the PR better.
And even make the PR even better if there's room for that. So do I feel like we're ready to defend? No, I don't. Purely because the club's looking around like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction.
Right.
Man, They don't know what they're doing, bro.
How about this one? Yeah, let's go game by game for 8 games. Yeah, everybody in the chat, 8 games. Yeah, let's go. So Arsenal Coventry, I think we'll win. Nats.
Like I said before, I think we'll batter them, but only because Lampard's a shit manager. Remember when we played them when he had Chelsea? He don't have Chelsea, bruv. You know, everything's rosy over there. Him on Sky Sports. You know, I didn't see the press conference, but you know, he was having his usual massive smile and all of that shit. But it's just like, look, and this is another reason why if we only beat Coventry by 3 goals or less, yeah, like the fans are going to be on edge and they're going to be pissed off. More of them than you think. There'll obviously be a number of them where they'll just accept it because we're Premier League champions and they're happy to be there. And then you've got the tourists and all of that. But if it's 3-0 or less and we're playing stinky ass football, bruv, you know, reverting back to type and all of that shit, you know, this does not bode well for the rest of the season. It's going to be a long ass season.
Fair. Views.
Yeah, I think we'll win it. I don't know if we'll batter there. Hopefully we do. Hopefully they can carry on and play like they mean to play. A lot of people think that because Arteta won the league now, he's got the monkey off his back. He's going to start lifting up. No, he's not. I don't think so. I'll be very surprised. So I hope I'm wrong. I think we'll win it. But again, it's going to be how we do it. I think there's going to be a lot of people, if we come out, start doing horseshoe football, do you know what I mean? There's going to be a lot of people getting upset with that as champions. Obviously, they'll have to take it. All the top gooners will be saying, but if we win, it's what happened last time. All right, cool. How many years are we going to do that for? I don't know. But I reckon we'll win. I don't think it will be a battering, though.
Aston Villa. I reckon draw.
Is it away? It's away, isn't it? Yeah.
Away, yeah. Draw. I was going towards a loss, but fuck it, it's a loss. I think we'll lose at Aston Villa. I think we'll lose. Nats.
Do you know what? It will be. I reckon. Yeah, it will be a draw, but it will be one of them draws where we should have lost and didn't. And we saw a number of games last season where that was the case. We've beaten Villa before away, but I don't see us doing it. I don't think we did it last season. I don't think we'll do it this season as well.
It's our attacking threat. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not. I'm not worried about our defense because we've got like 10 players defending.
Emery is the grudge. When it comes to us, yeah, he is the grudge master. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think Watkins fucked up last games, innit? Like Watkins fucked up home and away. He was the one that fucked up for Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa played a good. Yeah. Views. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah,
win.
Maybe a draw. You know, like I said, I'll probably be a little bit more confident. Well, depends on what we see from Coventry. I'm not going to read too much into it because it's Coventry at home. But like I said, good football breeds confidence. Look how everyone was gassed for what they just saw us do to Man City. You know what I mean? So, listen, we lost their 2-1 last season. When you know, that was when Martin Odegaard was doing Will from in between us, didn't want to put a foot in. Like that goal would have been stopped, and then we beat them at home. But when we beat them at home 4-1, that first half, we were getting ran over, bro. Yeah. Oh no, Rodgers, them man. As soon as they got put past us, bro, we was finished, bro. Magalhaes and Saliba looked slow. We should have, bro. I don't know how we got through that game because we had a good
it,
bro. I don't know if you remember it, but that first half we was getting ran through, bro. So look, I'd say a draw. 1-1.
Fair. Chelsea, I think Chelsea will be a draw, to be honest. I think Chelsea will be a draw. Chelsea at home. Chelsea home, by the way. Nats, win, lose, or draw?
To be honest, I think we'll win it, but only for like pride's sakes, because they've strengthened well. They got one of our targets as well. We weren't willing to pay 117 mil, but you know, apparently we were going to put 150 odd mil for Vinny, and that didn't happen either. You know, like João Pedro, I think he's a pretty good player. Cole Palmer, I rate, but he ain't been on form. Caicedo's looking to slide down a bit in terms of form, you know, and they've got rid of some of the scrubs as well, like we mentioned earlier. But I think because it's at home, we do have a great record recently, and you know, the fans that go to them kind of games in it, more often than not, they won't allow us to play U-shaped football for the whole fucking game you know, unless we get that last minute winner. But I don't think it'll be that. I think it will be like a 2-1 where we score first,
Fair.
they get the equaliser, and then we just somehow. I think it was 2-1 last season, wasn't it? At home in the league.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I
2-0, 2-1.
think it'll be rinse and repeat.
We lost to them 2-1 at their ground, and we beat them 4-1 at our ground. But the first half, we got ran over. Like I said,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it'll be a lot closer when it comes to the scoreline. I think we'll just nick it. Maybe not right at the death, but I still think we'll win. But again, it's like pride, like just the fact that it's Chelsea and we're at home as well. So
Fair.
It is what it is.
Fair. Views.
Yeah, I think we'll beat. I think we'll beat them just again. Do you know what I mean? Because I've seen DG said they got no Rodgers, no Konza. You know, talking about Aston Villa, but none of that stuff matters, bro. Like, did you not see us playing against Bournemouth and Wolves and all that last year? It's
a system. It's a system that can break us. Yeah,
it's the system, and it's the way we turn up to games. If we turn up to games up for it, you'll see more performances like City. I said it. We can beat all of these teams easy, but he doesn't play us like that. We turn up, we're laggy, we're slow. We might get an opening goal. We sit back on that. That's what we were doing last year. So people are expecting us to go mad. Again, like I keep saying, Arsenal fans, they think a lot of our players. Look how we turn up, though. So there was loads of teams we turned up with, and they didn't have this man or that man. Look at Chelsea. No Palmer, Esteval last year. No Caicedo. And we still went life and death with them, bro. That was in the cup, I believe. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's not about the other team so much. There's too many people that put too much faith in our players, giving them credit for turning up consistently. Let's have it right. We won the league last year, but it was like pulling teeth. Let's be honest. There wasn't a big period of good football. Now, we might get that this year. Good football breeds confidence, but I just want people to calm down a bit. Don't say just because we got Konza and they've got this man, that man. It's about how they play football and how we play football. And we haven't seen anything better from us just yet. I think we're just about to get past Chelsea, but I wanted to say that as well.
Fair enough, man. Listen, big up to everyone that's locked in.
Yeah.
We couldn't finish the rest because I'm running out of time. I need to get to the game. It starts in about 15 minutes. Sorry, apologies to everyone. But big up to you, Nats. Big up to you, Views. Thank you for being here. Always a lit show with you, man. You're going to see us every week, Thursday. You know the vibe, bro. If you want to hear about this club, we want to hear people that actually hold Arsenal to certain standards. Everyone that works at Arsenal, players, owners, anyone that has anything to do with Arsenal to a certain standard, join us, bro, every week. I enjoyed the show. Hopefully you, man, enjoyed it as well. I didn't find Shane, so I just sent you, man, to Rants. He can talk football, you know what I'm saying? Listen to him, show him some love. And we're out, people. Big up.